Yes! Did I just click it? Remember that if you want to get notified about this or any other upcoming series, you can subscribe to this channel, and this will support us to get to the 90,000 subscribers, especially that I can see that only 40% of you are subscribing, and bring this up to 50 would already let us do that. Hello, welcome to the second and probably final episode of our Golden Horde campaign, where our goal will be, from first doing this monster in first video as Great Horde, now the goal will be to go and form the Mongal Empire. Mongal Empire will require us to conquer this lands, and all of this lands. This is not that much, honestly, and there's achievement that is called Khan, or however it's pronounced, and it requires you to form Mongal Empire before Age of Absolutism. What I'm going to start with today is to go and attack Karabakh over here, because it has no allies. Gazimov doesn't want to help them, and with these troops I'm gonna go and attack Afghanistan for the same reason. They don't have any allies, so we need to use this moment. At the meantime, I'll be taking the Diplotech to be up to date, increase our income, and I'll be adding some provinces to the trade company. Hopefully this will get us, yes, additional merchant. We need to pump out those numbers. Of course we don't have 84 income, it's just spoils of war, to be able to maintain a high amount of troops, and high amount of troops means more wars. With our co-creation bonuses that we are currently having, 25, another 25, and the golden era, and additionally 20% of innovativeness, with those bonuses we are getting far more from raising provinces than we are spending on coring them. What I also need to do, I have infinite amount of mill points thanks to raising. I'm gonna get in each of the stacks 2000 artillery, which should be enough to breach all of the wars. For example, in Afghanistan, this is one level fort, so I can breach the walls. Instead of minus 14%, that's gonna be 7% of siege, so to be super speeding up. And the provinces around Caucasia are of course going to Imereti, so I'm still saving some admin mana to go and finish admin ideas, for example for this GAF capacity at the end, and Interest per annum, with full tradition and legalism, and not tax that I'm gonna take anytime soon. Remember, this is mainly manpower, tax, tech. It's all about the tech over here, so I can just go, take the base currency, and I can decrease the corruption right away, while this will be still increasing over time as I keep attacking the other nations. Whew, that's gonna hurt, but in December of this year, most of the course, even November, will be finished, so I can go and peace out Afghanistan. We need to speed the things up, right? So it's fine to play on 150 overextension. Let me send this peace deal, and obviously from all of those we will need to go and raise the provinces for additional mana. Finally we got this freaking heir on our throne, which will strengthen our mana generation. Not that we had any problems with our raising process, but this will also give us some additional bonuses, especially the stability of the country, and we really need to boost the stability. That's not that bad. Let me boost it already, and I want also to get Andres guy here. I am busy dealing with all of those rebels here. I'm gonna already attack Persia. Maybe they have more troops than me, but they are 2 decks behind, so that shouldn't be big of a problem for us. They're not paying for this fort, but I won't be on time there before month tick, but I have enough cannons to breach the walls and immediately siege it down. So just take a look what I'm gonna do here. Get on a province, it's 100 defenders, breach the walls, rush it. There it goes. Now I can go take care of the other provinces and forts. New heir. That's surprisingly well, 4-6.
A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one.
Okay, I think we've used all of our luck for this run. From Persia, all of those provinces will go to us. That was a fairly easy war, especially after wiping Akuyunlu. Even though I breached the walls 3 times, I still at 900 points. So I'll reach the points cap with raising probably. But look at the cost of coring these provinces, this is just funny. Right away I'm attacking Fars to go and continue my expansion here. I just need to wait a month tick to get an actual war on them. These guys are out of member, I don't need this free company, it is just doing nothing. Instead of that I'm gonna build up more troops to this stack, 2 more thousand of those, 1 more thousand of those, and we'll go after Poland. That's roughly 70k of troops, but we fought with wars, right? So let me just go attack, tribal conquest, and let's have some fun. Yeah, where are they forts? It's not paid. I keep forgetting that AIs don't like to pay for their forts. So what I'm gonna do, keep me alive here, split on a half, 1 goes there, 1 goes here, and I'm gonna go and siege down both of the forts right away. 6, come on. Take it down. Good. Take a leader. Try fighting these guys. Rush this fort as well. Tick, 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 tick. Perfect. Go and catch them here. Now I can unite my troops. And with this initial fort's taken... Yeah, I don't think I have anything more than that. Maybe Podole. This initial fort's taken, I can go and fight battles. But actually, let me try going after Podole as well first. You know, AI is gonna try resieging the forts instead of sieging down my forts. So this way, most of the war will be run on this terrains, not on this terrains. Okay, the deck is plus 20% right now, and it's Cav, Shock, and Infantry Fire. So let me use this to get some advantage over Paul, even higher advantage. And that surprisingly is an additional merchant from Hormuz actually. So I don't really know where to use him. Let me use this in Persia to transfer to Astrakhan. Yeah, this is 7 value going to Astrakhan right now, so we have 16 of trade income already, and slowly we'll be building this up. So we've killed already 104,000 of the troops. We have max force go for winning battles. It's all about occupying provinces right now. I know what you think. This is the most nasty peace deal in the history of the nasty peace deals, but we're not gonna finish the campaign on this. You do another war before the end to fix these borders. For now, we want to weaken Poland and Lithuania as much as is possible in one war, and at the same time take all of the provinces that we need to form the Mongal Empire, and that's those provinces plus Kiev. Okay, I'll just simplify the peace deal a little bit because we are in a rush. We don't have time to keep this war for longer. AE is pretty much nothing. We send the peace deal. Then raise the provinces. To avoid the rebels, I keep increasing autonomy all of the provinces that I just conquered. This is just to make sure we don't spend too much time on dealing with the rebels and we spend more time on fighting. And this carpet siege what this AI is doing is very annoying. And this is why I'm gonna piece them out a little bit earlier than I planned. Let me just siege down this fort. They're gonna accept peace deal with everything except one province. I will leave them full later. Thank you so much. Uzbek. The war score cost is currently 118%. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to take all of the provinces, but we can actually try it. So let me just do this, and see we're left with 2 provinces, but 3 actually, but it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna take them down. No, it's not in this war than the next war. I think for now I'm gonna go and focus on getting into India and ideally maybe even on the border with Ming to decrease the mandate before attacking. Of course, I already got from the south to India, but right now I'm gonna also join it from the north by attacking Delhi. This one stack will already start sieging down. Remember, I have infinite amount of mill points from raising. So I'm so ahead in the decks that I can just go and breach every single walls. Now look, even though I have a big bonus for the province war score cost, I can still only take those provinces from Delhi. And that's 91% of our extension and 70% of our expansion. Now if I take it, that's gonna be obviously millions of power points, which we love. And this is... this looks scary, but it's not. This allows me to finish admin ideas, which is a big increase the gov capacity, so I can just simply go and add everything in Lahore to a trade company, which should allow me to get 6th merchant, and that's also my first policy, which is additional diplomat and mercenaries maintenance. Poor Poland, first killed by the freaking horde, and right now Denmark and Ottomans are completely destroying them. Is that Glogów occupying Bohemia? Is that Frelix occupying Austria? What is happening in Central Europe? So what I want to try doing is to go through all of these nations and try getting a border with Ming. Maybe Kham is its tributary state, but it's allied to Assam, so that's our chance to actually get this border. And also Ming is having 80 of mandate right now, which means that any moment they can take the second reform, which is going to decrease it to a very low level. Also, Ottomans just released Galicia Volhynia over here, and it's not protected by the Ottomans. Let me go and right away declare war on them, as they have 1k troops. And the Galicia Volhynia is actually just 34 of Agas expansion, so I don't think it's any... that's actually some Agas expansion, but the thing is, if those nations in nature don't see me, they're not getting any AE when I'm expanding. So I need really to be afraid only of those 3 countries, which is not really much. As I'm still ahead in admin tech, I'm gonna go to right now our economy and I'm gonna get our inflation straight to almost zero. Right now it's pretty much me maxing all of the wars with minimal usage of the stacks while spending mill points on bridging out all of the wars. Sieging down here, I'm sieging down here. I'm right now also declaring on Moldavia, which has time to ally Montenegro, but that doesn't really matter. I'm right now at war with EU and Limbuvan. This is called Come into the war. Come, I'll just white peace. So right now in this wars that I have, I'll take a border here with Kham, and then I'm gonna attack Assam, that is allied to Kham, and in the war with Assam I'm gonna take border with Ming without dealing with Ming.
Magnificent! Magnificent! Magnificent!
In the meantime, I want to go get into Gujarat because there is no longer protecting them. So it's just about dealing with Gujarat and Jaunpur. That should be fairly easy. I'm gonna send actually one stack to take care of Sindh and the rest to go after Gujarat. And so I'll move these troops from this border. I think I'm gonna go straight for Jaunpur already, and these guys will just stay in the between of the countries. Over here, pretty sure I'll be maybe not wiping the troops because they have far more of them, but easily winning, which is a lot of war score, and that will make Jaunpur less likely wants to fight me more. And I actually lost a lot of troops in this battle. See, that's the white piece. Do I want to break another relations? Maybe with Gujarat? Yeah, let's please do that. Check, and then fully annex Gujarat. Let's see, that's not that much of the, I guess, expansion, and we keep fixing our borders. Ming just took the reform. Why the disaster is loading for him. I'm gonna finish my war with Persia, and I'll have to take all of my troops for the war with Ming, because he has 130k troops. Or maybe not all of the troops, because I'll leave one stack to go and do with Oirat. Because when I'll be fighting with Ming, Ming is not gonna be able to help Oirat. So this way, we're gonna be able to conquer more lands at the same time. Something that I wanted to do a long time ago, but I completely forgot. Coal mine. Let me go and dev it because I have a lot of extra points, both mill and diplo points. So I'm gonna dev it up to 10 production, so we have 6 additional income, which is not that significant at this point because we have 74, but that's a good increase, and that will let me increase some of the stacks to bigger amount of the troops. Okay, taking those provinces from Persia. Actually, before I go after Ming and Oirat, I have to go take care of Poland to kill these borders, and I have to take care of Sistan to take care of these borders. If integration of Emirati down, that's how it looks. Now we need to clear the borders with Lithuania and go after China. Okay, we don't have time. Let me peace out for these provinces right now. That fixes borders a lot. Okay, so 1000 for admin tech. Unlock humanist ideas to stop any rebels from happening. Then I'm gonna pick this mission, which is additional 100 mana, and I'm gonna raise all of those provinces. Thanks to raise provinces, I can already take this, which is gonna improve our unrest from -3.2 to -4.8. And I should still have enough points to core all of the provinces because look how cheap they all are. Alright, I'm gonna declare Ming right now. That's gonna be show superiority. Are they not paying for the forts? Or they were not paying for the forts? Okay, let's do this. I'll go and try rushing every single fort one after another. Wait, by an accident I'm attacking Ming stack in Chengdu, but those are farmlands. And farmlands means this. But here it should be easier, because here we have just 400 defenders. So let's do this. Thank you so much. And I can try attacking these guys. They're going to Umung, which is highlands, but they should be still fine for us, because they have only 29 of mandate. Which means that the troops fight like complete trash. Just need to win here before these guys come closer.
Hold your ground when you fight to those who fight.
Easy as I thought, honestly. And they are engaging on me. And 5th, they'll be here on the 22nd. Okay, so I'll have to fight as a defender. But I think this battle will be lost for us. Here's only 400 defenders, so let me rush this as well. I'm getting engaged in Chengdu now as well. Let's just take this force down. Thank you so much. And let's go and join our troops from the other stacks to actually fight with a bigger quality. I'm winning here!
Waiting on the hill. No surrender, shoot.
What if I run away to Chengdu? and reinforce this battle this way. That should work. Yes. And this should go down 49%, right? It has to go down. 75% towards unguarded frontier. Come on, go down. Thank you so much. So we get 23% of the war score at the very start of the war. In the meantime, this attack finally reached Oirat, so I'm gonna attack Oirat. Ming can't protect them. And let's go for Imakia as a war goal. Is it possible to wipe 50k? No, but we've clicked 24,000, so it's close enough. Right now I have maximum war score against Ming for winning the battles, so 40. So now it's all about increasing the war exhaustion and decreasing amount of troops, so we'll let them die to rebels. Let me show you a beautiful carpet system. I split my stacks on one small stacks. I'm picking all of them. I click V, go up to a province, click V, go to a province, click V, go to a province. In this way, we can do a very quick carpet siege to get all of those provinces occupied in China. Oirat peace is gonna be nasty. It has to be nasty, unfortunately. After this war, the war score cost is still 107%. Now I'm not sure what to take with our next governance reform, because it's either a co-creation cost to get it even higher, or that's gonna be the gov capacity. That I think I really need it a little bit more, consider that we are hitting its cap right now, so that's far better. At this point, Ming is left with 6,000 troops and 2,000 manpower, and on the provinces that I'm occupying, the unrest is pretty much around 12. So I want to occupy everything. I want to let rebels get out. I want to let rebels occupy most of the provinces, and then when they do so, I'll make my peace. Age of Reformation just started, which means we are gonna get province war score cost, but not soon. Not soon. When I finish, reuse it will be better, and I should start converting some provinces only to get this mission done. While waiting for the Chinese rebels to spawn, I'm gonna attack Mongolia to keep expanding in the meantime. And they're gonna be held by Jiangsu Haishi, but I'm gonna white peace both of those two nations easily, especially that I'm gonna siege down this Chinese fort in a second. And I just noticed that Uzbek became a tributary state of Oirat, which means that I can decrease my truce with Oirat from 11 years to just 5. And in the meantime, in China is happening exactly what I told you. So tons of the rebels, which I'm not fighting, and letting them siege the forts. So this way, Ming is dying. Intervention in the crisis of the Ming dynasty. Yes! See, Shun already have been released. And they have so many more rebels coming. We declare war on Shun with tribal conquest casus belli. Of course I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be quicker conquest of this. I absolutely love what's happening. Wu and Yue have been already also released, but as marches of Ming, so it's not as good as we wanted it to be. So actually I'm gonna peace out Oirat here separately, and I'm gonna break the relations with Yarkand. And then we already peace out Ming, because I don't have time for this war. I want to cut off all of those provinces, just make sure, yeah, they're all occupied by the rebels, and this one I'm taking. Okay, on top of that, all of the money, and send the peace deal. This will help Ming die while maximizing our gains. Order restored in Ming, guys. Officially. Order restored. So we can pretty much go and grab China in one big push if the wars. Of course, I'm not gonna grab whole China because there's still plenty of development here, but at least a big majority of it. So goodbye Shun. Goodbye Mr. Delhi. This is already 120 overextension, but as you mentioned, holding those provinces is pretty much around 18 months, so that's just like that. Goodbye, Mr. Jin. This is theoretically 171 overextension, but after raising all of those provinces, it's 154. By the way, some of you asked me what's the hotkey that I'm having for the raised provinces. For me, it's Z. So if you don't have any hotkey for raising, just go over here, you go over here, assign keyboard shortcut, you click on this, you click Z, and you have a shortcut for raising. Goodbye, Mr. Shu. And remember guys, I'm not showing that, but each time after each war I'm just going to my macro builder and I keep increasing autonomy in all of the provinces that I conquered to make sure that there won't be that many rebels even with this overextension, which is gonna be below 200 because I'm just gonna go and trace all of those provinces around here. It's gonna be even easier because we are right now finishing our humanist ideas, which is giving us tolerance of the headens +2, tolerance of the headens +2, and at the same time also a policy which is improved relations, so that's gonna be ideally less nations in the coalition. We need to expand here ASAP because those Confucian guys might be not so happy about our expansion. To decrease my truce with Oirat again, I'm gonna attack Sagir Yogir, which is guaranteed by Yarkand. So I can also decrease my truce with Yarkand, which is currently 13 years. Seems like Ming is having minor issues with their peasants. Thanks to finishing humanist ideas and increasing autonomy everywhere, I pretty much have no rebels, even though I'm playing on 150 of overextension. I'm pretty rich, as you can clearly see, but I don't have enough force limit to maintain all of my troops. So let me just spend some money on this. Can I also spend some money on a few buildings for money? I haven't dealt with my trade companies for a while and I don't have that much of capacity, so I'm gonna go ahead and add provinces to trade companies, but those will be only the trade centers to maximize gains while minimizing spending of capacity on those. Okay, so we actually do have Age of Colonialists already. That's nice because I have more than needed mana. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go and develop the institution next to my capital because it's gonna spread to the capital very quickly. I think this one with iron is gonna be the best one. Let me get the death cost edict, and I'm gonna only spend meal points and diplo points, and that's gonna be super easy and quick development of those provinces. Tick. Now I'm gonna change this to advancement effort, and to Saratov it's spreading 6 monthly. 3 other provinces only, also fairly nice. Did I mention something about the peasant issues in Ming? It's getting only worse. As the war with Jaipur is gonna take a while, I will go and take care of the steppes because I also need these provinces to form the Mongal Empire. Yep, only 2 provinces, 1.6 thousand daggers to embrace, and I could even take this already, but that's a little bit too early. For now, from what I'm only taking the provinces that I need to form the Mongal Empire, and we need to clear the borders just a little bit more to achieve our goal. This guy's world score cost is 77%, this guy's 108. Do I really need everything from Oirat? I think I do. Yeah, that's every single province that we'll need. No, we don't need those 3 provinces, that's just perfect. Finally, there we go. Province world score cost versus other regions, that's what we need. And that will allow me to take far more provinces that I could so far, so we're gonna speed this up even more. I just love playing as Horde. 200 overextension, multiple wars at the same time, and of course we are declaring even more. It's not about power points, it's not about AE, it's not about overextension, it's pretty much all about how many troops I have and how can I use them. Let's clear it with Mongolia. Then we are gonna clear it with Jiangsu. These are the provinces that I need to form Mongal Empire, so on top of that, of course, I'm gonna go and create more beautiful borders as much as they're gonna accept, and the border of Korea. Oh my god, they're accepting so much! 112 overextension. Send a peace deal. Sick. Oh, I just noticed that Yue and Wu broke free from Ming. All in is all in. Orisa is gonna be a nasty peace deal with 3000 with a nasty amount of overextension, but after raising it should be like 210, I think. It had to happen at one point. Ottomans just broke the alliance with us because they want our provinces. Well, if you want my provinces, I'll take all of your provinces, because what's the army? They have 118,000 troops. I don't think that should be big of a problem to defeat them. And for Ming, I'm able to fly an excellent, but look. They're actually allied to these guys. I want to white piece these guys because this island is needed for the Great Khan achievement. Can I win with 40k of Japanese troops? I should. I'm 3 techs ahead of him. I just need to get a leader on this army first. On the mountains and versus a 4-6 general.
NANI?!
Panic in the Ming Empire. Like I cared at that anyway. Come on. Okay. That's not an easy battle. I'm not so sure if we can win it.
Hold your ground! When you fight to the...
We're losing it. We've lost the battle. Impossible. Okay, now as I have 50 overextension, can I attack Ming? Sick. That's a truce break. Increase the stability. Take them down. And you're gonna go and take down Taiwan. Here goes province number 1. Oh, the end of the Ming Empire that we need to form the Mongol Empire. The next one is to take down Hormuz, which I should be able very soon today. Okay, I don't want anything more than Hormuz in this war, just peace them out. Because now I believe that only thing that we need to form the Mongol Empire is the peacetime. I was wondering how should I spend my diplo points. There are pretty much two ways. First way is to just go and develop my provinces, but as we already have issues with gov capacity, I don't really want to do that. Second option is to just simply go and convert some cultures, because on the accepted cultures we don't have that many accepted cultures. And there are also ways to do so. I could just go for the cheapest or the most expensive and start converting, but that's not very efficient. Ideally, we want to go and convert just some islands all around to our own culture, so then you'd be able to convert everything around these islands for a cheaper price. Convert. Just choose the provinces that are bordering a lot of provinces, and then everything that is bordering my own culture will be 25% cheaper to convert. So that's exactly what I'm doing all around here. Okay, are you ready to lose one of the most beautiful colors in game just for the achievement? Yes, that's what the forming the Mongal Empire is gonna do. So we are gonna still be nomad, we're gonna still be able to raise the provinces, but we're gonna get the new government mechanics. So this is what we're getting right now. These are nice. On top, as you can see over here, the Mongol Empire is gonna give us reinforce cost and calf to inflation. I think those are the most basic things. The rest are pretty much the same, and I can recruit banners, which also doesn't really matter in our case. Let's just click it. Sick. You can see that this one was actually not that bad. And there it goes, we just got Khan achievement. Next step is to get the Great Khan achievement, for which we pretty much only have to conquer the rest of China and some additional provinces from Denmark. It's high time to take care of Vijay in the meantime, while our truce with the Chinese is ending. And that's gonna be quite a lot of nations called, but most of them are just separate pieces. Let's test Vijay troops. They have Tech 9, remember we have Tech 11, I could take Tech 12 in a second. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not actually sure that I'm gonna win that if they reinforce with everything. Look at the difference amount of the troops. We still won it. Okay, very good. Let me go and try separate basic Atra as well. Let me show what I meant with the just transferring the cultures like this. Because I did convert this province. Right now the provinces next by, they are having 25% decrease in the cultural conversion cost. Goodbye Mr. Shun, and most importantly Oirat, making the borders way clearer. I can also already unlock plus 10% admin efficiency mission for 20 years. But if we want to go this way, I'll have to play another episode. So it will depend on you guys if you're gonna get this mission and go all in into Europe. This is gonna be one of my last wars today, so many of them, against Denmark to get all of the provinces that we need for the achievement. No! After exactly 100 years and 2 months of the gameplay, we discovered whole Europe, which is actually not good news because it means we're gonna get Arcus expansion on the Europe. I think that they should be accepting the peace deal after. Very close. We've killed only 60k of the troops. But if I just do this, I just killed just this 9k, it might be already enough to peace them out. And this stack will already start going to QQ, because I also need the QQ province to get the achievement. No, not this heir, not this heir. I'm actually gonna disinherit him the moment I peace out Denmark, because I don't want to decrease my prestige before peacing out. Yeah, now they're gonna accept. Let's just make sure we have everything that we need. This is those provinces. I think we are all good. Send the peace deal, and we have to right away attack Pskov. Oh, look at the Casus Belli, attack them and disinherit the heir. Honestly, I don't know what this mission is doing. Restore the Ilkhanate. Ilkhan gains score on Persia region. Mongol Empire loses score on Persia region. Release Ilkhan as an independent state? As a march? Why would I do that? Or we just get development. Oh, such a useful event. While I'm about to finish my wars in India, I'm gonna truce break. Ooh, because the overextension is not that high yet. So let me just go attack, truce break, and boost the stability right away to 3. Because I have that much of mana. Look, I'm 250% again of time because I spent 1000 points for this technology. So yes, I can boost the stability for that much, and it's all about keeping no rebels in our country. And this truce break is to cool borders at the end of the session, and of course getting the achievement for conquering whole China region. So let me even bridge the walls here to make it faster. This is gonna hurt, but for annexation of Orissa, whew, that's gonna be tons of mana for raising all of those princes. Just take a look. So you believe me, how much I'm gaining here. We had 120 of admin mana before raising all those princes. Of course, this part of India is not that rich. Tick, tick, and tick. We have 400 admin points right now, and of course we're gonna spend way less on coring those provinces. And this is just beautiful. So now the last step is to take down tick. Of course, I'm gonna raise both of the provinces, core those both of the provinces, and by the way, yes, I can still take this. I'm leaving that for the next episode for you guys. And let's see, what do we lack over here? What? I really need to colonize provinces for the Great Khan achievement? I guess we'll do that in the next session, because for today, this will be it for sure. I think for 100 years of the gameplay, this is not bad amount of the expansion. We have 4,500 development with all the raising. We've got 833 provinces, and we're in a perfect position to go and rush Europe ASAP. Especially that what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna declare as many wars as possible at the same time. Then I'm gonna click this to get admin efficiency and take all those provinces. And I also want to rush this, which is having a monument for province war score cost. I want to get this for another monument for the province war score cost, and of course want to take this for additional admin efficiency. So this way, if you guys would like me to rush a world conquest here, I will be able to do that, but this will be all up to you guys, because if you hit 3,000 likes on this video, yes, I'm gonna do world conquest out of this run. So for today, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna see you very soon.